Another exciting episode. I think
I'm going to eat Brock Lesnar's asshole.
Don't forget, August 4th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be doing a live stream for Summerslam, episode 26 of Midwest Midcard, live on YouTube, 6 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
YouTube.com/@MidwestMidcard. Be there or be square. And if you're not there, then I guess you're going to be a big square. Depending on how many audience members, we might just even talk to people in the audience. Even if there's 5 people.
You can do that?
You can read the comments.
Oh, cool.
I mean, there's live comments. So you can be like, hello, at I love eating ass 69.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I.
So I hope that at I love eating ass 69 is on and watching us live.
I hope that exact person is watching us,
At
actually.
6 p.m. Come on, show up. August 4th. Get ready with us to watch SummerSlam.
Let's go.
We're going to be live from Michigan, not from Detroit.
Not in Detroit. We don't want to sit in Detroit for too long, bro.
Yeah, Eminem might, try to battle rap us or
If
something.
he did, I'd slaughter him.
Slaughterhouse. We might meet Papa Doc. You don't want to encounter Papa Doc because you know what happens? You're going to be like,
You get clapped, dog.
his name is Clarence.
Bro, I know his parents, bro.
Yeah.
They have a really good marriage.
He lives at home with his parents.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Anyway, that's it.
Episode 24. I'm Brennan.
My name is Carlos. Welcome to Midwest Midcard. Welcome to another exciting episode of the worst podcast in the world. How's before I continue with anything that I'm gonna say, make sure that if you are listening on YouTube that you subscribe. Don't forget that live stream that I already reminded you of. Make sure that you leave a like, and then on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave a 5-star review. We are at Midwest Midcard on every single social media in the world. All of them, any of them you can think of, it's there at Midwest Midcard. What a crazy week in wrestling, man. Nothing. You know what? Honestly, I say that, and I only say that so that one day I can look back and be like, how many times did I say that? To be honest, this was not a very crazy week.
We're going to need a compilation.
Of me saying that.
It's been a crazy week. Crazy week.
But to be honest, I'm just only saying that just to say it because this was not a very let's say story heavy week in my opinion.
No.
I think something was missing all around.
It's pretty based.
Based?
Yeah, bro.
More like the opposite of based. More like based in bullshit. Yeah, no, so honestly, yeah, nothing crazy. I feel like even, I don't know. It just feels like it was a repeat of the week before for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to, I don't know. Maybe it's because SummerSlam is so close and maybe we're just trying to get there. And things will heat up maybe, the week before the go home show or just like during the go home show, which is almost never the case.
Yeah.
They're at the Nutter Center in Dayton. It's called the Nutter Center in Dayton, Ohio on August 4th, which we're not going to be able to attend that SmackDown, but would be pretty sweet.
That would be cool, bro.
Yeah, but there ain't no way.
Bro,
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's going to be at GCW.
I heard he's not going to be performing.
No.
He's going to be like just there, making an appearance. I guess that's cool that he gets to be there. That kind of caused like a little tiny uproar because some guy claimed he's like, oh, the GCW locker room, Jeff Hardy should not be there because, everyone's doing coke. And then a bunch of talent and people outside the talent were like, hey, like, that's not the case. And even Joey Janela was like, we had minors up until like, last year that work with us, which is Billy Starks and Nick Wayne.
Yep.
Maybe somebody else, but I know them for sure. Like they're both like freshly 18. So he said we had minors working with us. Like there ain't no like we were not doing that. And not only that, but Brett Lauderdale, if he saw us with that shit, like he would be pretty upset. Which he's the GCW booker / owner.
Yep.
And even somebody else, I read a tweet, came out and said, Brett Brett got mad at him for like smoking legal weed in in a legal state. So, and I'm not saying that like they're not like in the back like doing whatever they're doing, but come on, man, you can't just make an accusation like that.
Exactly, it's just bullshit.
That's pretty. I mean, that's a pretty serious accusation, and I mean, cocaine is it's no joke,
It's a hell of a drug, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, really random that Jeff is GCW. I guess just making a little appearance.
Kind of cool.
I wonder what the not the GCW, what the AEW contracts let him do. I know they at the beginning it was like you can do anything, and then they kind of like tightened up the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe
don't do that.
Yeah, and
because I know John Moxley signed one where he can't wrestle anywhere besides AEW. I think.
Right. So whenever he resigned, I think it became more like an exclusive kind of deal. And the thing about so here's the thing, and I by no means support WWE not giving their workers insurance because they treat them as independent thinking about work. They treat them as independent contractors.
Right.
And since they're independent contractors, they're just like you work on a like appearance base essentially.
Absolutely.
They do have a contract with WWE, and it's kind of an exclusive contract, which doesn't make sense because if they were true independent contractors, then they would just be allowed to work anywhere. And if they're not going to be independent, then you need to treat them as employees and then give them life insurance, right?
Yeah,
Or,
absolutely.
I mean, health insurance.
Something.
But that's not the case. Granted, history shows that WWE will pay for your medical bills, for an injury, and they will also cover, they cover rehab. They've covered rehab from people that are not even in the company.
Yeah.
I feel like they were paying for Jeff Hardy's rehab up until very recently.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, even while he was in AEW.
Yeah, AEW contract, like correct me if I'm wrong, whoever was watching or listening to this. But as far as I thought, they were still covering his rehab while he was contracted with AEW, and I'm not in the side of the fucking $1 billion company by any means, but I'm just saying. I mean, I guess that means something, right?
Absolutely,
A little bit of integrity goes a long way.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
I think the biggest, it wasn't even the biggest story, but Jey Uso. He came out and he did his little Jey Uso shtick, and Heyman came out and they were like, you're responsible for Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy, your brother, and then fucking Solo was like, I'm never going to forgive you.
Yeah, he said, he's like, Roman, he's never going to forgive you. He said, nobody's going to forgive you. And there was a funny moment where Heyman was like saying like, he was either saying something in Samoan or he was just saying the last names of everyone. He was like, I know I Fatu.
He did good.
And he called himself Juso.
I know,
which
man.
was really fucking funny.
Juso.
And I feel like Jay tried to break. Like he can never keep it together. But he was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Trying to hold his bag and smile, man.
Segment, so Jay was just talking his shit. Next week, or I should say tonight, because this comes out on Friday, they will be doing the rules of engagement.
It's going to be pretty cool.
The match is still not confirmed. Still not.
Well, I want to say slightly, because if you look on YouTube's, WWE's YouTube page, that's the photo.
Is it the rules of engagement or the...
It's Jimmy and Roman, or Jay and Roman.
Interesting.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I did see it.
I almost typed YouTube on the YouTube search bar. Let's see, because you're a fucking liar. Oh!
It was.
Well, the banner currently is Summerslam. That's a sweet banner. Somebody might steal that and use it for something else.
That's pretty sweet, man.
That's a nice banner. They started doing the graphics for the matches. Currently on his screen is Dominik Mysterio winning the North American title.
Fuck that shit.
Which we will get to. That's a nice banner, though. For anyone that's watching the video. It's a SummerSlam banner. It says Saturday, August 5th. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. And then it has, like, these like sparks around the SummerSlam logo.
Yeah, bro.
I like the logo.
Oh, bro. I hopefully when we go there, that I can buy a shirt
With
that
the
has
logo?
The logo.
I want to get one of those that say like I was there. So they did the graphics and it was there was this one song. Oh, Born to Be Wild. That song was playing. I think it's a U2 song, right?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's older than that. Ain't it?
No, it's well,
Born to Be Wild.
is it? Oh wow, yeah. I was way off. For some reason, I thought it was U2.
No.
Well, so this is
Remember that one odd time in life where if you owned an iPhone, you automatically got a YouTube album on there, bro?
That's so weird because that's not a memorable YouTube album. And I wonder what the sales were like.
It just came with it. Like, hey, you know what? Here's an iPhone. Here's the new YouTube album.
By the way.
Yeah.
I think it was right when Apple Music came out or something.
Yeah.
It was something stupid like that.
I remember that shit, man. That was like 2014-ish.
People were fighting to get that off their phone. They were
You couldn't delete it.
I know. And I think I finally figured it out with like a tutorial or something. But yeah, that was a weird. And I like you too. Vertigo. That's a song by them. They got another song that I like. With or Without You. You know that song?
I don't know any U2 song.
Really? Damn. They have, Edge is part of them.
What?
I think their bass player is called The Edge.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He stole that from
He did.
Adam Copeland. I don't like that song. I think that's a good song. I don't like that song for SummerSlam. That's some like old man shit, man.
Hey, it kind of fits, though. Because it's like,
know.
You're in Ford Field, you know what I mean? Like, you got cars around you, born to be wild, brother.
No.
Yeah, hell
Why
yeah.
don't you say, like, if you're in Detroit, use
gang music. I'm motherfucking blood, bitch.
No. There's a few. I can only think of rap artists right now. Big Sean, of course. Eminem.
Kid Rock.
I didn't know Kid Rock was from Detroit.
ICP.
ICP?
They claim they're from Detroit, but they're not.
Let's find musicians. Musicians. How do you spell musicians?
MUSICIANS.
Musicians from Detroit. All right.
Stevie Wonder? What?
Oh, the White Stripes? Bruh. 7 Nation Army?
Bob Seger, bro? No way.
My guy, they could be using 7 Nation Army as a theme, and they're not using it.
Oh, bro, that'd be perfect. Aretha Franklin, dog? Alice Cooper? Kid Rock? 7 Nation Army couldn't hold me back.
Let's see who else. Jay Dilla. Huh.
So we got Stevie Wonder, Bob Seger.
Stevie Wonder, bro. So many great Stevie Wonder songs you could use.
Eminem.
Aretha Franklin.
Big Sean.
Aretha Franklin. Are you kidding me?
Aretha Franklin, bro.
And we're using Steppenwolf?
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper.
Kid Rock.
And listen.
Ted Nugent.
Aaliyah. The Supremes?
D12. Royce da 5'9".
Okay, never mind. They could be using oh baby baby, where did our love go? They could be using Cooler Than Me. If I could write you a song to make you.
Bro, that dude's a one-hit wonder, dog.
He made like what about I Took a Pill in Ibiza?
I don't know that one.
Well, now Alice Cooper would fall under that, old man rock thing.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so would Kid Rock, honestly. Kid Rock is also, like, he probably won't work with WWE because they have Bud Light as a sponsor. And he's like, fuck Bud Light.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a little bit difficult. He'll find a reason not to.
A lot of good people from Detroit, dog.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Wow. I didn't know.
The band Detroit.
Detroit is from Detroit.
Big Sean. What Big Sean song could they use? A lot of them.
I'm just here. I'm trying to fill one.
I'm trying to. I always wanted to grind so hard. I always wanted to ride that whip. I always wanted to fuck that bitch.
Oh,
thank you,
that bitch.
Yeah. What's that song called? Paradise.
Paradise. Ooh, that's a good one.
It don't take you a lot to make you rich. I'm addicted
to
man.
A
lot of crazy.
I don't know.
Shit.
I kind of dig the one that they got. Honestly, man.
Nah.
It gives it that feel. That feel, dog.
You're crazy. You're crazy for that. Anyway,
Let's get back to the brass tacks.
Did you see? So, how are you? Where are we at with this Bianca and Charlotte thing?
Man, I'm confused by it.
So, Asuka comes out last week, and she's like, "No one's ready for Asuka," and Bianca's like, "I'm tired of this bitch."
No, bro.
Which I said this last week.
She came out like, ha 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 ha, and then she was
sorry
like,
to headphone users.
She was just like, nobody's ready for me.
And Bianca's like, "I'm fucking tired of this bitch." Takes off her. I think she literally took off her earrings. I'm not just saying that.
No, yeah, it wasn't like one of those things like in her old episodes. Where,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, she ran out and attacked her. This week, Bianca's like, "I'm so happy and good things happen to good people if you're patient." And then Charlotte's like, "Well, I won a title match.
Yeah.
So how about you give me one?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure. You know what? If I beat her, maybe it should be the Queen and the EST at SummerSlam." To that I say, did you forget who the champion was?
Yeah, I know. Like they're automatically just saying like this, she's gonna win. Like there's no way that that's gonna happen like that. What I'm predicting is,
triple
threat match.
Right. Asuka won her match via disqualification on the main event.
She did. Yep.
Ric Flair. Oh shit, Ric Flair.
Oh goddamn.
Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
I had my notes and I was reading Flair and I was like, Rick, right?
Tavares the only one, bro.
Charlotte speared Bianca accidentally because Bayley and Io were like getting involved.
Yeah.
That's actually what I have on my notes. A 3-way at SummerSlam. Do you think that's the move?
I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, that'd be a banger.
Yeah, that would be a fun match. I would be down to see that for sure.
I really, really am like digging Charlotte's like vibe right now, bro.
Yeah.
Like she's going out there and displaying full confidence in what she can do. She knows what she's done in the company. I'm really fucking with Charlotte, bro.
You know what? This is like a weird segue into this, but I've been watching this show on Netflix called Physical 100. It's a South Korean show.
Damn, dog.
It's a Korean show, and it's essentially just a bunch of athletes of all type of different like builds and shapes. You know, some bodybuilders, gymnasts, wrestlers, strongman, baseball player, like literally just an American baseball player. A lot of like fitness influencers. They all go and they do like physical challenges, but these are crazy challenges. Like the first challenge is literally 100 of them. It was 50 and 50 of them. They had to hang from a bar the longest, and whoever hangs the longest, you know, essentially wins for, you know, it's the top one and then gets first pick at picking somebody from whoever, from all the 100 people, to face in a one-on-one challenge for elimination. So the reason I bring this up and explain all that is because not only do I think these like Korean people seem to be like the coolest, they're like super polite, they're really nice. Everyone bows whenever they meet somebody else. They're like, oh my god, you got a great body, and they're complimenting each other. And obviously, there's people that are like maybe not as nice.
Yeah,
I assume. But what I wanted to say is that they're all supremely confident in their skills. They are like, hey, I'm gonna go in there, and whenever they're like doing face-offs because they're gonna do the elimination challenges, they're like, well, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna beat you, and then the other guy's like, there ain't no way you're gonna do that. I'm way better than you. And they're all like, they're saying it with such confidence, but it's not arrogant because they are. It's almost like doing it out of respect, in a way. Like, yeah. I am a worthy opponent, essentially.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not being like, I'm gonna try my best.
They believe in their skills. Right. They hone their abilities. Right,
and the other person is not like being cocky. Like, this is not. I'm not even gonna be trying or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And there is some of that in there, you know, in the little talking heads they do in between, because it is a reality show at the end of the day. And the little talking heads they do, there's definitely some of that, of, you know, a little bit of cockiness, but every time I say, they also like end it with like a little like a chuckle, you know, like, you know, I'm serious, but also like I'm just kind of like,
I'm just shooting the shits with
you. I'm just messing around, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Charlotte comes out, she's very, very confident. She thinks she can beat just about anybody. And I guess that's kind of Bianca's whole thing too, right? Being the EST. So.
Yeah. I'd be okay. I mean, shoot, bro. I fucking see a triple threat between them three at SummerSlam. I'd lose my shit, bro.
That'd be fun, for sure. No, I love multi-man matches, so I guess multi-women in this case, but I would be down for it.
I mean, last time we saw Charlotte in the ring,
She killed it.
her and Rhea put on probably one of the top 5 WrestleMania matches almost ever, I would have said.
Match of the year.
Absolutely, bro.
Close.
For sure, man.
I mean, I would have to look at a lot of matches.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So
right there with the tag team match on WrestleMania.
that one was pretty good too.
So
I would go out and say that the women's match was better, but that's just me. But speaking of supremely confident people, which I'll get there. So there was they had a 4-way match for a chance to. So it's a set of 2 4-way matches. Santos Escobar beat, which was I was like shocked by.
bro, whenever AJ Styles didn't win,
I know.
I was like,
What?
I looked at Emily, I was like,
So AJ was preoccupied with Karrion Kross.
Yep.
Kross was like beating up. Somehow he was beating up all of the fucking OC.
yeah, man.
How did he take care of both Gallows and Anderson?
The fucking
No way. And like, of course, Mia Yim because Scarlett is with Kross, so I assume she beat up Mia Yim. Unless Kross is just insane.
unless he just fucking even hits women, bro. Yeah, he don't care, man.
Yeah, he's wild for that. Maybe that's the kind of character development when you.
Bro, I hate the angle of, and we talked
Kross
about this like
and
last
AJ?
week, of Cross and AJ. Like AJ is not that mid-carder. He's not that dude.
I know, but you can't. Not everyone can be a top star.
I know, but put him up there with like.
At least he's featured on the show.
I
And
know.
I'm not saying at least, but like
We're not even
listen,
gonna get an AJ Styles match at SummerSlam, dog.
AJ's time as like a top star, I think it just came and went.
I know.
And the cool thing about AJ is that you can always just slot him into a main event spot if you want to.
He's like a Brock. I know. You can
But-
just put him there, and it's gonna be good. I know.
So at least if this somehow helps Cross, I think that'll be great. If he cannot get over from a feud with AJ, it's time to like go apply at the fucking Waffle House.
Bro, go
Or
get your
something.
CDLs, dog.
It's something. It's time to do something, man. I think he would be a kick-ass Olive Garden manager.
Me too.
Just saying.
Be really good, yeah.
So,
But no, whenever AJ Styles didn't win, I looked at Emily, I was like,
and he just walked off. He's like, I don't give a shit about the U.S. title.
how did Santos Escobar just win?
No, and it was cool. The ending of the match, it kind of tricked me because I thought Waller was gonna win. Everything was pointing to him winning, but Escobar pulled it off somehow.
Shout out to Santos Escobar. He always gets in those big matches, man.
And of course, there's gonna be another 4-way. So this is not to downplay Escobar because I'm really happy. I would love for him to, do something with. He's gonna end up facing LA Knight in the finals. I just don't see how LA Knight doesn't win the whole thing.
I know, man.
So it's gonna be LA Knight, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, and Cameron Grimes. And the winner of that is gonna face Santos Escobar. Rey, Sheamus, and Cameron Grimes all got like pre-tapes. LA Knight got a live promo. If that's not foreshadowing,
He did, bro.
Yeah, the rest of them were like in the back.
He's like, you will call me champion. And
So-
they was all like, yeah.
They gave LA Knight a lot of love, man.
LA
So-
Knight is a fan favorite right now. He's
Well-
right there behind Cody, dog.
For as much as everyone's like, oh, they fumbled LA Knight. I don't know. I wouldn't say that just yet.
I think they're working him pretty good right now.
I think there's a little bit more time. You just gotta be patient. Listen, I saw a tweet and I wish I had the source that was like, AEW rewards people for paying attention. WWE rewards people for just being present.
Yeah.
Like the reason why there's so many recaps, the reason why they're always like reminding you of things is because they are thinking about the people that are not paying attention. I think that's who they're trying to appeal to. People like me, they're gonna watch regardless. You don't have to appeal to me. I'm gonna watch, when it's really bad.
Yeah.
They have to appeal to the people that are gonna be laps, fans. They're gonna be there only for like, let's say they only watch from like January to March, and then from like August to September or something
Yeah.
like that. They're not thinking about all the slow periods where, I mean, a lot of people just like nothing's happening.
They're just watching like the big matches. They're like the big events. Yeah.
Right. So that's why on Raw there's like a recap of what happened on SmackDown with the Bloodline, because if someone's not watching every single second, and the problem with AEW is that the wrestling is so great, but a lot of the stories do play out online. They play out on the YouTube videos. They play out on like Being the Elite. And I'm sorry, but I'm not watching that show.
Yep.
Why can I watch a wrestling show and like learn what happens? And listen, that's kind of ironic that it was Hangman Page that caused all this.
Come on, Hangman.
Tonight they're having Blood and Guts, which is their War Games match. And that's of course
Stone Cold.
I mean, that's a big ass match to have on a random Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
It's like huge. It's a blow off to like
Joe and CM Punk.
no. They're doing. I said they're doing the Blood and Guts, their War Games match.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, okay, and like you said, yeah, Samoa Joe and fucking.
Like that's a pay-per-view match.
But yeah, so the Blood and Guts is tonight, and that's a big spectacle, and it is like the blow off to this whole Elite versus Blackpool Combat Club, and they're just kind of giving it away on free TV.
Yep.
Which is fine, but again, what's the story?
It just doesn't feel right.
And I'm cool with wrestling. I like wrestling, but also I want to know why I should care, right?
Yep.
Do you think it's time? I mean, to circle back, is it time for LA Knight to be U.S. champion?
Absolutely, bro.
You think so?
People love him, man.
I know, but it's one of those things where like the chase is, the chase is always bigger.
I don't know. It's different. So, if you're going from like a chase to like a Cody Rhodes perspective, like that chase for him is going to be fantastic. Like that's the way he's built up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hard times.
Hard times. He even said it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But LA Knight, he's just that, you just got to get him in there, give it to him, and until he falls off.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, and you can't really, and I don't think LA Knight is old, because he's not. But you also got to think, like, how long is he going to be around for?
Yeah. So, like, another thing, like, it's like, Cody is like a Roman, and like, they're like in the same category, like, like Cody holding the title for longer is going to mean more than him winning it a bunch of times. LA Knight could go out there and win it a bunch of times.
Okay, I see you.
So it's like the quality. It's quality.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I understand that. I think it's time, especially since Theory's reign has just been
lackluster.
It's just not hitting.
He's not hitting. He's not it, man. John Cena was right. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Austin Theory.
And Cena did him no favors. I think we should put a little bit of blame on Cena for this.
Bro, he ruins people's careers.
He kind of did.
He did, man.
And even if Theory, like, let's say he was literally like, "You're not that guy, pal." Even if Theory's not that guy, I still think he did him no favors. I'm gonna put some blame on Cena for this.
That was bad booking on WWE's part. Like, they tried to bury Austin Theory, and they give the ball to John Cena to be able to do that. Like, do you really not Triple H? Do you not like Austin Theory that much? Like, for real, bro?
Okay, but it's not on WWE. It's not WWE's responsibility to figure out what Cena's gonna say outside of an interview.
I know, man.
Because if he's out there not even promoting WWE and he's just randomly like, "Yeah, I just don't believe in him," like, that's kind of fucked up. So I think I'm gonna put a lot of blame on Cena for this.
I mean, they have to know what Cena's gonna like, what he's capable of when going out there.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he's his own man. He can just do whatever the hell he wants anyway. But just a little bit on Cena. She kind of fucked him up. So
hey, bro, that's some real shit, man.
And Theory was already doing like a lot of like, what's the word? He was trying to build himself back up anyway, because he just came off of the Vince thing with like being like Vince's favorite guy. and
having
I
the
don't
money
know.
in the bank and then
Yeah, right. He lost
dropping
him.
it. Yep.
Exactly. So he was already on like rebuild mode. So,
Who do you win the title from?
the U.S. title?
Yeah.
That's a good question. He's had it since, I think
He had it before Mania, and that's been, 7 months ago?
he retained at the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
Who did he beat? I remember, let's see. Let's just do this. So he won the Elimination Chamber, which was a hell of a fucking match, by the way. But who did he beat for the U.S. title? That's a good question. So let's see.
United States and Money in the Bank. Austin.
SmackDown brand.
So he lost the title to Bobby Lashley at one point. Ending his reign at Money in the Bank. First Money in the Bank. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns.
Interesting. Why are okay? So So at Elimination Chamber, he defeated Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth Rollins.
That's what it was. Okay, because
Did
that's
he-
whenever Montez Ford did that move off the top of the ceiling.
But I feel like he came in as the champion, right? I'm pretty sure.
Can you just look up who did Austin Theory?
We're thinking about this too hard. Let's just go see the United States Championship and let's see the list of champions.
Good idea, my friend.
That's a better idea.
There's Austin Theory. Okay.
So, having the most reigns. Let's see. Austin Theory is the current champion. He defeated previous champion Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat. Okay, he's been champion since Survivor Series?
Damn.
No way.
That doesn't feel right.
I guess he has
I guess
been.
it is.
Damn, that's a long time ago. That was a good match too.
He's had a long reign. It's been so lackluster, though.
I know. He's just been kind of like holding it hostage. Literally. That doesn't feel like it. That's so weird.
Beat two bomb-ass wrestlers for it. Like
He beat, which Lashley's been doing something too. Lashley did something on SmackDown. Did you see him?
he came out in a suit. He's with the...
The Street Profits.
I did see where he was going to get a new gimmick, and this is his new gimmick.
Did you see? That was a joke though. It was like, what do you think of this new look? And it was him getting a haircut.
Yeah.
But he's bald as hell.
Hey, they were right, though. In a
Why
sense.
you bald?
Yeah, man.
He's gonna be. Yeah, I guess he's doing. I hate to say hurt business at the risk of sounding like a fucking racist.
Yeah.
But
This is the most racist podcast.
maybe he's doing a new hurt business. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Man, oh man. Did you? So there was a tag team match. It was your favorite guy, Rich Holland, and Butch versus Pretty Deadly. And during that match, Elton Prince got hurt.
Oh, yeah, he got hurt, bro.
He's the blonde guy in
yeah, man.
in Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, he tore his shoulder muscle or something, didn't he?
I'll show you what happened. I don't think this is on Rich Holland. So let me make this big. So let's let me mute this for you so that I don't get big ol' in trouble. It's a tiny clip, so what could happen? So that's the moment right there. Where he got hurt. And at that point he landed correctly the second time. But the problem was like right there. See how he lands?
He
on
landed
his
right
side?
on his shoulder, yep.
I don't think that's on Rich Holland. The problem is that Rich Holland hurt Big E. And also, I hate to say that he hurt Big E. Because wrestling is a cooperative effort.
Yep.
However, he was there when it happened.
Why would you do a belly-to-belly on a dude that weighs probably 300 pounds?
For sure. You gotta be Kurt Angle or you gotta be Chad Gable.
Brock
to do that
Lesnar,
shit.
Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, honestly, hands down, probably the strongest wrestler in WWE right now, man.
I mean, since Claudio's on AEW, Chad Gable is probably pound for pound, he might be the strongest dude.
Did you see what he did against the Vikings, bro? He fucking picked that dude straight up off the ground.
He deadlifted this motherfucker. It was wild.
Dude's insane. He did it to Braun Strowman.
He definitely is. He's crazy.
It's fucking incredible, man.
So, yeah, man. I mean, I hate to put blame on Rich Holland. I don't think he deserves the hate that he's getting for it. This is
It's
not
a pattern though that we're seeing though.
but it's not on him.
I know.
It's not on him.
I know what you mean, but like in other people's eyes, where they're coming from, it's like it's a pattern.
I
he
feel
injured
you.
Biggie, and now he injured Elton Prince.
But see, and Seth Rollins got some of this hate too. Previously, the new rhetoric on Twitter is saying that Seth Rollins did not get the hate that he did, that Rich Holland is getting, but that's not true. Whenever Seth hurt Sting, it was a big fucking deal because at that point he had just broken Cena's nose, and then of course previous to that he maybe Sting was before Balor. I don't know. I think Sting was after Finn Balor. No.
Sting was before.
Sting was before Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So he broke Cena's nose during his feud with Cena, which that ended at SummerSlam. He faced Sting, I think, at Survivor Series. I want to say. I could be wrong. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so essentially ended Sting's career the first time. Broke Cena's nose. And then injured Finn Balor. And you could say that is actually on him. But again, the moves that the buckle bombs are just... They're just a hard move to take.
Especially against a fucking 50-year-old Sting.
Right.
Who's stiff as a board.
I don't think... I just wouldn't put any of the blame on this. It's just not ballet, man. It is what it is.
I mean, you're going to go out there, you're going to get hurt.
I mean, fucking Dante Martin from AEW, he broke his leg in half. And he didn't do it. It was just on him. He just fell on a table.
Yep.
And this is not to compare. I'm just saying that just give Rich Holland a break, man. I mean, he's still injured from when Solo Sikoa gave him that Samoan spike.
Yeah, he was still hurt, man. Leave him alone. He couldn't breathe.
So you have, I'm sure you have something to say about this, but it's Brock Lesnar. He accepted Cody's challenge. They were in Atlanta for Raw. Which this week...
Cody is my favorite wrestler, bro.
Listen to this cool fact, though. Both Raw and SmackDown were sold out this week.
I know.
And so was AEW.
What?
Yeah, AEW sold out tonight.
Where were they? Were they wrestling at...
Boston. Yeah, TD Garden.
I was about to disrespect AEW a little bit, but...
What?
I was trying to think of the smallest venue that they could wrestle at.
You're like, I don't know any venues.
No.
Yeah, they're going to be out of West Newbury, Massachusetts. I'm just kidding. Yeah, the Sportatorium. The high school. Boston.
Yeah, bro.
High school.
They sold out a high school gym, dog? No way.
No, but for real, there's this account on Twitter. It's called WrestleTix. They, if you care about wrestling economics like I do, right here. Blood and Guts. Available tickets, 818. Current setup, 9,737.
Oh, I think I saw you tweet something about like a WWE event that was coming up on here that you were like, maybe I should get tickets.
It was another center one.
Okay.
The Dayton one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're almost sold out in Boston for Blood and Guts.
Wow.
I mean, I would call that sellout. 800 tickets available. That's really not that much.
No, bro.
Of course, WWE sold out. Literally had like 20, 30 tickets available, something stupid like that.
That's insane.
Raw both Raw and SmackDown are sold out.
I wonder how many tickets are left to SummerSlam.
That's a little bit different. I think we can probably find the stat on here. But I mean, that's pretty fucking awesome. Just wrestling, doing well. Tickets selling. I like it. So this is from, what is that, July 10th? Oh, that's the Nutter Center one. I'm crazy. I know they
probably don't have it.
Well, this account is pretty good at tweeting. Friday Night SmackDown. This is the one that sold out. Yeah, see, 184 tickets left.
That's pretty insane, dude.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. This is last week's. Also, I mean, last week's, I guess, it was also sold out.
Is that the first time that's ever happened that they've been selling out like this back to back, or is
it's the first time in a while?
Yeah.
I want to say probably since the days of
Ruthless aggression and attitude every day.
Probably.
Yeah.
I want to say that's probably the case. So this is August 21st. They're in Montreal next week. Now 153 tickets available. I mean, that's not that many. SmackDown from Calgary, Alberta. 745 tickets left. I'm sorry if it's a boring segment of the show, but I do care about economics.
Yeah, bro. We're just
Wrestling
figuring this shit out,
economics
dog.
are like kind of I don't know, they're kind of interesting. Just to see how these tickets are moving. September 25th. What the fuck? 17 tickets left? That's far away. What the hell is going on in September 25th? August 2nd in Florida, AEW. That's my birthday. I'm not going to be there.
You're not.
They're pushing those tickets, man. I'm just saying.
They are. Bro.
Wrestling seems to be in a pretty decent spot as far as tickets sale. Now, the interesting ones are going to be like Collision or... I don't know if they're doing ROH live shows, but like those shows, see how those are selling. See if they're doing... Because the problem is that AEW is trying to run these like 20,000 arenas, and they're like setting them up for like half of that.
Yeah.
Which the stage takes a lot of like seats, but I don't think there's anything wrong with running like smaller venues. TNA ran small venues for the longest time before now, where they're like literally running like 4,000 seat arenas.
And probably not even booking half of that.
They ran the Orlando arena for the longest time. That was the only place they ran at.
Yeah.
And I was fine with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the most exciting segment of the show. Going back to the Brock and Cody thing, though. Cody's extremely popular still.
Dude's my favorite wrestler right now, bro. He just goes out there and displays emotion, which really gets people going, man. I mean, when he was talking about his mom, you could see his face just like welting up, bro. Like, that's what the people want. That's what the people want to see.
Now, his mom was no selling this shit.
Bro, she was like, bro, she about said something she wasn't supposed to, bro.
But
she looked at the camera and was like, oh.
But I do think, obviously, her mom is not his dad. Or, sorry, his mom is not his dad.
Oh, hell no.
And she can't, relay whatever Dusty did.
She might not know how to do a bionic elbow, but she definitely took that bionic penis.
Wow. But anyway, Cody was out here doing his shtick. He's like, my relationship with Brock is hard times. Which they still haven't explained to us why the fuck Brock hates Cody.
They haven't.
They're just like, okay.
Rumors say it's because like Brock is like not the next in line anymore.
Yeah, and that's why he's got beef with him.
Yeah.
They have not. So Brock, after he teased him coming out twice, Cody went to like get him in the back.
He did that old man run again, bro.
He did that SpongeBob walk. And Brock, came out with a chair, hit him with a chair a few times, and then gave him the F5 right in front of his mom.
He did, bro.
His mom was just like, okay.
You think I fucking care about him?
He's like, I like Dustin more anyway.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. She's probably not Dustin's. I think they got different moms. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. They got different moms.
Damn.
Yeah, Dustin Rhodes is they're half brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bet.
because Goldust is much older than Cody.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. True that.
Not much, but like I'm saying, like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
I mean, think about Goldust was like a grown man in WCW when Cody was like probably not even. He was probably like 10 years old.
Yeah,
or something
honestly,
stupid
probably.
like that.
Yeah.
But Brock accepted his challenge.
He said, "It's challenge accepted, bitch."
Yeah, he put it in the Kimura, and it looks like he broke his arm or something again. Because Cody was wearing a brace at the premiere of his new documentary.
He's wearing the brace again.
He was selling it, man.
Come on.
And another funny thing about Cody is that he's the new women's tag team champion. I don't know if you saw. Yeah, man, he beat Sonya Deville and
what's he doing right now?
Chelsea.
Dog?
Yeah, man, he's the new women's champion.
That's hilarious.
The new women's tag team champion.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. What is Cody, man? What is his deal?
Cody can be whatever he wants, bro.
I just don't understand what his motivation is.
He has adrenaline in his soul.
Yeah, but Brock said, challenge accepted, bitch. What's going to be the stipulation? Who the fuck knows?
We'll find out next week. Or the week after.
Speaking of not knowing what the fuck is going on, Raquel versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah, by the way, this is what the fuck I want to do to Brock Lesnar right now. Fucking Kimura. Fucking break his fucking arm off.
Oh, nice. Well, that was nice. For the audio listeners, he just grabbed Brock Lesnar and then tried to rip his arms off and then threw him on the ground.
That's right.
To a soft surface, by the way.
Hang on, let me bring it down.
All right, now it went on the floor. Rhea Ripley.
Brock Lesnar.
Rhea Ripley and Raquel. So what the fuck is going on with them, man?
Bro, they're... Oh, I can't. I about said something really vulgar. They're going to fuck each other up.
They are going to fuck each other up. Rhea just kind of was like, fuck this bitch, attacked her, and then she was like, let me do my entrance with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, literally, came out the Judgment Day is stronger than they've ever been.
And Raquel had a hurt knee.
Oh, I hated that.
She's like, I'm good. And Priest is like, if the doctor says you're good, I say you're good, and you're good, then I guess I'm good.
What pissed me off, whenever I was watching that shit, they were just going back and forth, hitting each other. Mm-hmm. And then for some reason, she was just standing there in this weird ass angle with her leg just exposed, just out in front of everybody.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Listen, Raquel's like a tiny bit green still.
She's a beast though.
Yeah, she didn't have enough time in NXT, to be honest. I think she would have benefited from few more months down there,
So we called it. We knew.
Oh yeah.
That Liv and Raquel were going to lose the titles to Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, which is going to lead up. Maybe it's looking like it to Rhea versus Raquel at SummerSlam.
Something like that. I hate that, honestly. I'm okay with Raquel and Rhea. It's just why even give them the titles?
They just give them to him just to take them away,
If you were gonna have Ronda and fucking Shayna lose them anyway, just have him lose to Sonya and Chelsea, and what the fuck is the problem?
Exactly, man.
But I will say something cool about the match. So Chelsea is used on prettier. She
doesn't do it very pretty though.
She calls her the unpretty her.
Yeah,
and then
terrible.
So she hit that, and then Sonya hit a couple crazy knees on Liv.
Bro, she fucking blasted her.
I don't know if this is Liv or Sonya, but she fucked her up. She
Bro, I was watching it, and me and Emily were just like, God damn.
Yeah, the whiplash. It was wild.
It doesn't help that Liv Morgan sells the unpretty her like a fucking Vince McMahon sells a stunner.
Yeah,
it's not good.
But I also yes, so Chelsea hits it on prettier like a stunner, where Christian hits it he lays on his back whenever he hits it.
Exactly, yeah.
Which I think looks much better.
Absolutely.
But I'm trying. So there's there's a weird 6 degrees of bacon here, because Chelsea Green is married to Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder.
Okay.
Zack Ryder used to be in La Familia.
He did.
He was part of the Edgeheads with Kurt Hawkins. And, of course, they were the Edgeheads. Edge.
Yep.
And Edge used to be Christian's brothers.
Yep, fair.
So I was trying to figure out, how did we get here? It's just kind of odd that she uses them prettier. I like that move. And I like Christian, so.
Random thought.
What?
What the fuck happened to the LWO?
Oh, they've been on SmackDown. I mean, Escobar is there. And Rey Mysterio is fighting next.
But they don't really consider themselves the LWO still, do they?
No, yeah, they're wearing the shirts.
Are they?
Yeah, it's just that they're kind of hanging out in the back. And I mean, Zelina Vega lost on SmackDown, but she had a match.
She did lose, yeah, that's fair.
She lost to Bayley, I think.
Yeah.
They're there. Listen, not everyone can be featured. Okay?
I don't know, man.
It's just hard to get everyone on the show.
Make the shows fucking longer then.
No.
I mean, you got Raw being fucking 3 hours long.
Right.
For what reason? Make SmackDown 3 hours long, dog.
But a good thing that happened on SmackDown, Raw, that people benefited from it being long. Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. I think.
Shoosh!
Sorry to the headphone users again. I think it was a kick-ass match.
Oh, I loved it.
It was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. Exactly. It was fun.
It was like a no DQ false count anywhere. Now, it did bug me that they only did like a fall outside the ring like once.
One time, yeah.
Why even do it a false count
Yeah.
anywhere?
Yeah.
Like, just utilize that. Chad Gable, yeah, like you said earlier, he fucking deadlifted, I think it was Ivar. He deadlifted this motherfucker, and he's got to be every bit of like 300 pounds.
Let me tell you what we need.
What?
Titus O'Neil and commentary constantly.
He's
He
funny.
called them motherfuckers musky and shit. He went from like they're so strong to like these guys are so musky. Like, dude is a savage, dog.
He's just saying whatever.
It's
Titus O'Neil's
amazing.
funny. Yeah, I mean, Gable is wild. Crazy strong.
What's their face? What's the chick's name with Alpha Academy?
Maxine.
She got put through a table.
Maxine Dupree took a crazy bump.
She did.
Like every bit of like she ate that whole table, man. It was wild. I was surprised when they set it up. She's the last person that I thought would take it.
100%.
And Alpha Academy ended up losing, so they might do a blow-off match, maybe an Alpha Academy rules match, which I don't even know what that is. I don't mind this. They're obviously not gonna have a SummerSlam match, but it's something to do on Raw. It is a 3-hour show, so might as well utilize it.
And people really, really like Titus O'Neil and Chad Gable.
You mean Otis?
Otis, yeah.
You were still thinking
Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, Otis. Otis is like, yeah, he's like super popular.
Bro, that dude he's amazing. Like, whenever, I don't know what happened, bro. He just got pissed out of nowhere during that match.
Yeah.
Started slamming motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think he did a move off the top rope. Like, that dude is awesome.
No, yeah, it was pretty wild. So, well, I do got 2 more things, but we're probably not gonna have time for all of this because we're already getting pretty close to an hour.
Damn. How?
So, do you get a chance to listen to Seth Rollins on
No,
Impulsive?
I told you I was just listening to Eugene's song on repeat.
On
bro.
repeat.
I meant that.
Only a few things to take away from that. So it won't even be. It won't even take very long. So Seth Rollins was on Impulsive, which is the Logan Paul podcast. If you haven't listened to it, at least listen to the wrestling episodes.
I do watch it. I've watched a few of them here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had
The Triple H one.
he's had Triple H. He has had Edge,
I watched the Edge one.
Becky.
I never. Okay, I think there's only 2 that I've watched.
I think he had Bailey on there, and of course Seth Rollins. If you haven't listened to it, I would. He talked a little bit about when he got attacked by that fan in Brooklyn. If you don't remember, this dude, which like a special needs dude, ran around like the front of the stage and like tackled Seth. And he just briefly mentioned it, said that like he obviously didn't know what it was, or like he just saw some guy like tackle him, and he said he got on top of him, and to like subdue him, he like didn't know what else to do, so he like his legs were like on top of him, so he like grabbed him by the balls and like squeezed to like try to get him off. So there's that, I guess.
Damn, man.
This also kind of came out that he's hurt from his knees constantly hurt and his back. The knee thing is kind of expected. He does a lot of those knee landings are crazy.
He does do those, yeah.
And the back is, I mean, it's pretty obvious. But he said he wants to be the one to beat Roman Reigns. He says that's the match that he wants to do at WrestleMania that he still has not done. And briefly mentioned just Meltzer's star ratings.
Yeah, he thinks they're crap.
Yeah, he's just they're a little silly. He said how come this like Kurt doesn't even have a 5-star match.
Kurt Angle don't.
Yeah,
which is pretty wild, actually.
It's insane.
To Shawn Michaels.
The Shawn Michaels match. Shawn Michaels has yes,
I was thinking Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle was a fantastic match.
that could be a 5-star match. The Hell in a Cell match, the first one, Taker and Shawn, that's a 5-star match.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So at the very least, he's got that one. I don't know if he's got more. I think Meltzer ranked like Taker Shawn from WrestleMania 26. He gave it like 4.75. That's a 5-star match. Easy.
100%.
And Shawn's had more 5-star matches.
He also rated the Usos versus the Owens and Sami Zayn match 5 stars, I believe.
Is it? I thought it was like 4.5. That one maybe 4 3/4.
I don't know. I remember him talking about that one.
Probably. So yeah, just if you haven't listened to it, I would. And the very last thing that I have for you is Dominik Mysterio.
Fuck this.
He beat Wesley for the
dropped him on his fucking head
for the North American Championship. So this was definitely a thing, which I'm gonna let it play a few times. I don't think this is on anybody. Actually, you know what? This is kind of on Wesley. Is it? I don't know.
It's on Dom.
He didn't really drop him on his head either. Kind of. I don't know, but it's easy to hate on Dom. I mean, he is,
the hottest villain right now.
And he's also a very mysterious kid. He didn't have to go through developmental, so
yeah,
it's just easy to hate on him.
So what's going to happen now? Is Judgment Day just going to have that title? Is Dom just going to have that title on?
Dom is so Mustafa Ali, which is another, main roster guy. He is the number 1 contender for the North American title. So he was facing Wesley at the Great American Bash on July 30th. Now, I mean, it sounds like Dominik is going to be the one facing him. So I imagine he's probably going to lose it. But who knows?
But Mustafa Ali's on the main roster.
Yeah, but he's a free agent.
Okay.
So he's like, well, but Dominik isn't.
Exactly.
Maybe they'll just strip him of the title because he's not a free agent.
That's where I'm confused. Like,
because
he's on the main roster, but he has an NXT title. Like,
whenever Solo...
Didn't they just get rid of the tag team NXT titles?
Whenever Solo wanted the North American title, he got stripped of it, but not because he wasn't main roster, but because he wasn't eligible to even beat... I think he beat Carmelo... Yeah, I think he beat Carmelo Hayes for the North American title, if I'm not mistaken. So he wasn't eligible to compete in the match, so then that's how they explained it away. But I don't fucking know. But yeah, I would be down to see him be the champion for at least a little bit. I think it would be funny. If anything.
I love to hate you, Dom. I love to hate you.
Yeah, no AEW C4 this week. Sorry.
Nothing going on there?
There's Blood and Guts, but that's tonight.
Yeah.
So I'll have to talk about it next week.
I did see MJF as a child on the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that clip.
It's hilarious, bro.
Around. It's kind of weird. He's like singing.
Yeah,
He's like an opera singer. Or
yeah,
something.
bro. He said his favorite wrestlers were The Rock and Goldberg. I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
He would like Goldberg.
Hey, man. He was a beast back in the day, dog.
So what else? It's time for your favorite segment of the show.
Who's that wrestler? I'm going to give my host here 5 wrestlers, 3 hints apiece. You're going to try to guess who they are. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Are you ready? Izzy, are you ready?
She's probably bumping into the camera right now.
I guess not. All right, bro. Wrestler number 1, y'all. Let's do it. Debuted in 2006.
Hardcore Holly.
Wrestler number 2. No.
Not even.
Was a chef in a monk village.
What?
Considered one of the greatest luchadors of all time.
2006? A luchador?
Yep.
It's not Rey Mysterio because he debuted in like 2002.
Nope.
And WWE, he debuted way before that.
Oh yeah.
One of the greatest luchadors. That's some high praise. If it's not Ray, I don't know who the fuck it could be. 2006?
2006.
Mr. America?
Nope.
I don't know. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
Super Crazy.
Nope.
Am I getting close?
Nope.
That's not Juventud either.
I'll give you one more.
Fuck.
All right. 2006 was a chef in a monk village, considered one of the greatest luchadors of all time.
I have no fucking idea. Oh, is this Nacho Libre?
This is Nacho Libre.
That was a trick question.
Let's go. Yes, Nacho Libre.
That's wild. I was like,
I've been really fucking with that movie, man. That shit is fucking hilarious, bro.
Nacho Libre, should he count? I guess it is a gimmick. So
He is a wrestler, bro.
I'll give it to him. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I had to give that one to you. I've been watching the movie a decent amount here lately because it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's a wrestler, so, I said, who's that wrestler? I never said where they had to be at. Or something,
Right. Now you're going to be hitting me with, like, El Tigre from
yeah, bro.
Nickelodeon.
All right, bro. Wrestler number 2. Good job, actually. I did not expect you to get that. Debuted in 1986. He's a one-time WWE champion. He was the 6th Grand Slam champion.
86, you said?
Yep.
One time?
One-time WWE champion.
Backlund has been champion twice. And there's no way he's Grand Slam champion. Is this Big Show?
Nope.
I don't know, because one time, that's not a lot. There's not many one time.
Nope.
Jinder Mahal. No, Jinder didn't debut in 86. What the
He
fuck?
didn't win the WWE championship, did he?
Jinder Mahal? Yes, he had a run.
Oh, Jinder Mahal. Oh, man. Okay. I was thinking fucking Mark Jindrak for some reason. Bro. I'm like, what the hell?
Marco Corleone. That's how I know him.
The Spanish wrestler?
That was the... Whenever he like was in Mexico.
Yeah.
Mark Jindrak. His big run was in Mexico. Because WCW and WWE weren't like... He was supposed to be in Evolution. Have you seen the test footage? Test videos?
Test.
Not that. It's like Mark Jindrak as part of
Oh, no.
Evolution.
Is it weird?
It's pretty weird.
Oh, I would not like that.
He's like in the Batista spot.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Hell no.
I don't know who this is. I don't even have a
86
guess.
Grand Slam champion. He's the 6th Grand Slam champion. He's a one-time WWE champion. He won it at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania?
Yep.
I don't know, because who's a one-time WWE champion? There's just not that many.
The one that JBL held.
Oh, that helps a lot. It's not Hogan. I know Hogan had it.
He did.
Is it Bradshaw?
Nope.
JBL? You told me it's the one that JBL had.
Yep.
I'm stupid.
Trick question. It's JBL. Man.
It's not Brock. Who else had it? There's not that many people that had it. Dwayne Johnson had the WWE title more than once, for sure. I don't know.
Final answer, I don't know.
Yeah, I give up.
Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. The one person I forgot. I just saw him win the title, too.
Yep.
Doing that flying DDT.
Yeah, man. Shit was amazing.
It's a
He
great
beat Brock
Sunday.
Lesnar for it.
Man, they used to sell the title like death. Like, if you got hit with the title, you fucking...
It was done.
Yeah.
And in that spot, they may have messed it up a little bit. Like, he hit that tornado
He was,
DDT.
like, a little bit off.
He was pretty off, but, you know.
Well, he went for the F5, and then he caught him with the DDT.
Bro, I remember when Brock Lesnar, like, power bombed Eddie Guerrero onto the tire. That shit would fucking hurt, dude.
That would suck.
God.
That's like when the table doesn't break.
Like,
That
whenever Sting recently jumped from the ring.
Oh, my, yeah.
And he fucking hit his face on the table. Like, oh, God.
That would suck.
Fucking hell. Oh, poor guy, man. All right, bro. 1 for 2. Wrestler number 3, y'all. Debuted in 1994. He was in TNA, WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, and WCW.
Interesting.
He's a one-time WWE champion, 2-time World Heavyweight champion, 23 overall championships in the WWE.
ROH.
Yep.
What?
And he's also was a 3-time TNA World Heavyweight Champ.
Oh, this is okay. Is this Jeff Hardy?
It is Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Yep, good job.
He was a tag team champion in ROH.
Oh, was he?
I think they beat the Young Bucks, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
Him and, of course, Matt.
Good job.
Has Jeff ever had another partner that's not Matt? Probably not.
That's a good question.
I want to say no.
I am also going to say no, actually.
Who knows?
Debuted in 1994. 2-time WCW World Heavyweight Champ. 2-time WWF/WWE Champion. A 1-time ECW Champion. And a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE. He's also won 5 tag team titles. Tag team championships with The Undertaker.
With The Undertaker?
5
You said he was ECW champion?
Yep, 1 time. Also, he was in the WCW, the WWF, the WWE, and AEW.
Okay. Oh, what? Is this the Big Show?
It is the Big Show.
I should have said no BS, Paul.
Yeah, nope, it is the Big Show, man. Yep. He's won the tag title 5 times with The Undertaker.
That's kind of crazy. They were, what was their name? They had a name like Bad Business.
The Undershow.
No, they had like a good name.
The Big Taker.
Yeah, like Big Republicans or something like that. No, I don't think Big Shows. I don't know. They had a cool name.
The Unholy Alliance.
The Unholy Alliance. That's what it was.
Yep.
Big Show used to look like shit, man. What the fuck is that look?
Bro, I don't know, man.
And Taker looked like a fucking badass. I'll give him that. I like Ministry Taker. I hate on Taker a lot. I don't like the American Badass.
Bro, that's the best one.
I think Sting is better. But Ministry Taker looks great, and so does 08 Taker. I like
Dead man walking. You done it now. Done made a beat. Bro, in that song in WWE 2K23,
Yeah.
they say assholes.
Always beating assholes' asses.
Assholes ass.
That's what it is.
Like, what the hell?
You got one more?
One more for you, bro. You are 2 for 3 so far, man. Actually,
You done it now.
you're 3 for 4.
Yeah. Well, it's the Big Show.
All right. This is random, but this
Sorry.
guy is Dan's favorite wrestler that I found out.
Interesting.
Yep.
Dan is the guy you know.
Yep, he's a guy I know.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody that anybody else needs to know about. Debuted in 1976. He's a 1-time Intercontinental Champion. Match of the year at WrestleMania 3 with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, I know. Sorry. I keep fucking up. I know who this is. WrestleMania 3?
WrestleMania.
You don't even have to tell me. This is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
It is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
I know my WrestleMania 3 trivia.
Nice.
That's like, do you know that they rehearsed that match?
Do they really?
Yeah. So they didn't call that on the spot. They like rehearsed that match.
Damn.
That's why it's so good.
It's fantastic.
Go watch that match if you haven't.
No,
It's
that's
really good.
fantastic, bro. Absolutely, man.
It's a really good match.
Yeah, my email. I sent you the pictures.
Yeah.
You have to name a wrestler. Give me your favorite wrestler before you can have a donut.
Yeah, and he said Ricky the Dragon.
I got a lot of people's like down right now, bro. Like a lot of people chose Stone Cold.
Okay. that's
Obviously.
cheap. But I get it.
Somebody chose Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
You
get
know,
any John Cena's?
No John Cena's other than me. One person who I shouldn't have given a donut to said his favorite wrestler was Bret Hart.
Really?
What the hell?
That's so weird. That's a wild pick.
And then somebody, shout out to Chris Benoit, his favorite wrestler is Chris Benoit.
Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
majority of them were Stone Cold.
Let me say something about Chris because I hated on him a couple weeks ago, which he deserves, by the way. I get it. I get why somebody would watch his matches and enjoy them and appreciate like what he did in the ring. I understand that, and this is an awful comparison because Kanye hasn't done anything as horrible as what Chris did.
Oh my God.
But I still enjoy Kanye's music, even if he said like some awful things about like Jewish people, and he's got some like extremely shitty opinions on things.
For sure.
I still enjoy his music, so I get it. Obviously, Chris Benoit matches, they're not for me. I'm not gonna watch them, and I can't enjoy them. I just can't. I just can't get past the fact that he did what he did. But I can understand why somebody would watch him and enjoy them. However, we need to all stop with this shit about getting him in the Hall of Fame. It's not gonna happen.
It's not happening.
Not in a million years.
Unfortunately, it's not. I mean, granted, given what he did, the level of extremity is beyond anything that he could have ever done as a wrestler.
Yeah.
As great as his in-ring performances were, what he did will never ever be forgotten.
Yeah.
And it's always going to overshadow everything he did in the business.
And if you want to go into the wrestling aspect of it, it kind of ruined wrestling.
It fucked it up for a pretty good while.
A lot, and rightfully so. But like a lot of parents just said like, you're not watching wrestling anymore. So I know Zach wasn't allowed to watch wrestling.
No, Zach was not.
So I get it. But that's it. That's another episode of Midwest Midcard. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure that we're not done with. Take it back. Make sure you follow me on all social media. I am at AirCarlos97.
I'm grown ass baby 26.
And we will see you next week. You can do your.
Be sure to see us.
Oh yeah, August
4th at 6 p.m. in Monroe, Michigan.
Yeah. Now you can do your finger guns.
Don't forget to live, laugh, love, and wrestle.